wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Y'all gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you buck them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
My damn stomach hurt. Ugh.
A first down throw for Cousins. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the...
I guess. I thought you just said she was broke.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point.
Let's go.
They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Cousins to throw it.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajani. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Gonna do his ass
2
in,
yards
man.
there to start the drive and just enough.
Talking all that shit like he bought that shit.
Down.
Run them
Against the
over.
Falcons,
Play
by the way,
football.
Jay Ajayi, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns in that opening night win.
Well, that's why they went out and acquired him from Miami last year about mid-season. He gives them a heck of a burst, can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he will be their full-time lead back in Philly. They'll use 3, but when they want the big yards, the crucial yards,
Right.
Jay Ajayi will be touching the football.
Right.
Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They're going to be out there fighting.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
For not listening. Yes, I am.
He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Ajayi. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They run forward with Ajayi. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Here's Ajayi. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
81.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hang in there now.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Eric Kendricks able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Let's spot two. Oh. Let's spot three.
I just get a field goal. It's all good. I ain't about to force it down there and throw a pick.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Ain't going nowhere.
Take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cousins now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Beast mode.
Get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox.
He can't do nothing.
Breaking through to get him.
He can't do nothing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Because it messes up in the other one.
What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Who are you talking to?
Now with the play clock about to expire,
and you did too.
And
you talking trash.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here
nope.
in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Rhino!
2nd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins
get his man some medicine, man. He's feeling sick over
He's
there.
The one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss.
Hey, whoever watches this, make sure you subscribe me. Subscribe me on YouTube. Wildcat Willie.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Rhino! Wide. Burns!
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it.
Give me that.
Team and it's intercepted.
I don't play no games.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there.
Oh, man, that was big. Why he even throw it like
South
that?
Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wentz. He may try and run for this. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Oh, they ain't chewing up the clock.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Still ain't chewing up the clock.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Let's go!
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Zach Ertz.
He just got that ball on. He better get safe.
And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down. Here's Cousins. Eagle pressure too much this time. Down he goes. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
I'm not showing no
as they'll stop the clock
nobody.
with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Blitz everything.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Pick.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Pick 6, man.
Incomplete.
My defense is too fucking
This
long.
team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact.
He need to buy some offense
just as he's
with some
trying to
points
haul
and
it
some
in.
shit. Need to do some of that bullshit ass deep offense.
Now Sproles. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The defending champion Eagles coming back out here on offense. Well, what was your takeaway from them on opening night? They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Is it pausing or is it just me?
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Man, they catch me in the backfield like
that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try to bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He can get them yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores,
you have to figure it out.
But the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Cousins now. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 58 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Oh, I let the kicker catch
the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Kicker.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wins to throw on second down.
Oh my God, Trent is open. He's sending blitz
Anthony
down the hole.
Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
This
And now
man is
maybe they want some
stupid
extra
trash.
time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout.
He's stupid trash.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with
This guy's stupid trash.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
when
what they're hoping,
get the first down,
this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On second down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Wentz to throw. Goes underneath for Sproles.
Yeah. Oh, man, he catch Sproles?
All the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
None of that.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
I own this man.
They run again with Ajayi. And
why he ran it like that,
absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Showing the clock out this motherfucker, man.
And they're going to lose some on
43
this
is not
play.
even blocking.
Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board.
He got 7
but that
points
won't beat
because
us.
After the field goal,
he hit
here's
out.
Elliott to kick it away.
And the man got caught up.
This is fielded a couple yards
Other than
deep.
that, you're going to have to work for that. I'm running the same thing. Come on, do it again.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cousins. And cuts free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Sack.
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Long in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Get this man out of here, man. He's not ready for my type of skills, man.
You got to earn the right.
He's not ready. He's not ready, coach.
Big lead, and they know they got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers
How you be
have to
getting
be
that little
salivating.
bull
Hit
crap?
your ears back time indeed. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This possession means so much for them.
That's
They've got to
right.
focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need
Pick.
a touchdown.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Give me that.
Picked off by
I don't want him to throw across
Jenkins.
your shoulders, man. What's wrong with you,
His crew will
man?
take over at their own 45-yard line.
What's wrong with that man, B?
I think
He's
that
sorry.
interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics.
I own this sucker.
And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the
I own
44.
this man. Fuck that Wildcat.
And now the
We ain't worried
Vikings are
about
gonna
that.
stop it here on defense.
The
with a
Wildcat is a
timeout.
decoy. We
It's
only
just
use
their
that
first. They'll be down
to
two
burn
remaining
time on
as
the
we
clock
step aside here
and just
in the
goddamn
fourth
move the
quarter.
ball.
Yeah,
He can
is
have that shit. He
quickly
blitzing
in the
everybody. He can have that.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning.
He
And
can
we'll
have
be
that
back.
shit.
The Eagles on third down. They're hitting
Yeah,
at
that shit.
60%, 6 out of 10 thus
Watch, I
far.
got him.
This is 3rd and 14.
Watch, I got him.
Wentz
Watch.
with the throw.
I got him.
He's going to fire one. And this will be
Told you I got him.
30. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We need to see what's up with this Wildcat. Oh, yeah.
And some room to roam now.
Oh.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And
Help
what
him
else
out,
he's
Coach.
doing?
He needs some
He's
milk.
inspiring
He
the
needs
rest
some
of his team
Wildcat milk,
because they
Coach.
see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Man.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Elliott puts
first
this
down.
one through. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run with Ajayi. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Gang, get the fuck up out of here, man.
Jay,
Next.
his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
I should do a screenshot on the damn thing.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. Room here to
I wasn't even paying
run.
attention.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Give me that.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Flipper. Leave it. Bring up 48. Let's go.
Now Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
We're good.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield.
Give me that. I told you I'm a beast with that.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to go down.
What's wrong with this guy, man? Stop trying me. I really like that with their user skill something, man.
All teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Game over, man. Wildcat.